I'm not lying about Madonna being my cousin. Cows. All right. Moo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. No, yeah, no. Cows. All right. Moo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Moo. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Backyard.
Moo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Cows. Cows. Moo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Cows. 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 Moo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Moo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Moo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Cows. Cows. Moo. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Cows. Cows. Moo, hoo, hoo. Cows.
She had no children, only dogs. And if you see her in your dreams, be sure you never, ever scream.
I have a bigger one.
I'm coming for you.
Hello, everybody, and how are you all doing today? I hope that you're doing amazing. I hope that you're all having a fabulous day. I've had a good day. I was up quite late last night, so I am very, very tired, which is sort of why this stream is happening. I'll be completely honest with you. I was making a video on this, and I was going to put everything together all nice and neat. As I was doing my video, well, Selena's been flipping out on me all day, all up in my comment section, so we'll get into that. She's very, very angry at me because she explained to me last night in a stream, and we'll get into all this, that she is, in fact, related to Madonna. She claimed to show proof, and I looked it up. She told me to Google it, and I did, and it's not the information she states. And I've pointed that out publicly, and she's just very mad. So I decided to just go live here because then some other things have been happening today, and I would like to include them. This is not my fight, even. Okay, like, this isn't my fight. The reason why I did my deep dive on Selena was two things, okay? Two things majorly. Number one was She claims to be related to Madonna and has said some things in OLoPP's coverage of her, because OLoPP has been archiving some of her stuff, posting up live streams, and she is very much about being related to Madonna. So she's mentioned it a few times in passing, and she said some things that made me kind of go, Then last night in her stream, actually, Roger Brown showed up and asked her if she went by Veronica, and she had no fucking clue what he was talking about. We're going to get into why that would also be weird if you're related to Madonna in a moment. Allegedly, I know more about Madonna than Selena does. I never thought that I would be doing a whole live stream about a lol cow and Madonna's entire ancestry and family tree. That's not something you ever see in the stars, if you will, but here we are, and that's basically what this is going to be. I'm going to say hello to everybody for a moment. Hello, April. I'm glad that you were looking forward to this. Hello, a work in progress. I like your name. I, too, am a complete mess and work in progress. You say if Selena's mouth is moving, she is lying or grifting for money. And I would have to, at this point, I'm coming to that conclusion. I have tried to give her a chance, but this isn't even my fight, as I pointed out. She claims to be related to Madonna, and as of late, she's called the police and FBI. I said this in my video that I did about her. And that stuff bothers me a lot. I've had people calling police on me over stupid trolling on the internet, and I just think it's dumb. If you cannot be out here and go back and forth with someone without picking up the phone and calling police or child services or taking it into real life, you should probably just log off the internet. You don't belong here, in my opinion. And that includes feeling victimized by something and then calling the cops on people. I am somebody who also has had a lot of hate out here on the internet, to the point that the police have been here so much that they refuse to come here anymore. They literally won't come here now if people call them to my house. It would have to be me or my husband or my daughter who calls them to my house, which I don't really like, because what if an emergency happens now and we're in a situation where none of us can call and somebody else needs to call? I'm scared the police are going to be like, nah, it's probably just one of those fake calls again. So that's never good to do to somebody and their family. I do not agree with it. So the second that somebody picks up the phone and calls the cops on somebody, I get a little mad. I tend to get very upset over it going in real life. If you know me, you have been here for a moment, probably even over the last 24 hours. You will notice that about me. I get very, very passionately about how I just think that that's wrong. I don't believe in touching the poo. I barely believe in going and trolling most of the people that I cover. I don't personally go into their live streams and try to talk to them and troll them at all. And if I am trying to talk to them, I try to be as respectful as I can. And that's because I come from an area of the internet where I am often talking about people that are victims. People that are victims of worse things than Selena and OLoPP being OLoPP's victim. People that are victims of actual cults like Scientology, people that are victims of actual scams like on Passive, actual victims that get caught up in things like multi-level marketing companies. And in my experience, if you treat those people too badly, then you can't help them. I am, however, also a sassy bitch. I am a centrist and do not really lean left that much. I get in a lot of trouble with my mouth out here, and I kind of am who I am. So one of the people on the internet that I've related to the most, surprisingly enough out here lately, is OLoPP, because I've never met a woman that can enter a stream and bring fear to the person streaming other than myself ever on the internet. And she shows up, people go, oh, there's that OLoPP. I get that too. I show up, people go, oh God, it's fucking Queen of Spade again. Because none of you can get my name right, okay? I rebranded because all of you have your minds in the gutter and thought it had to do with porn, weird racist stuff, and I'm just out. I've had enough. I was like, stop making it weird. You're all weird. So I rebranded myself, mainly to get away from that point. I just didn't need that. So I understand, I think, a lot more when I'm about like Carly, when I'm talking about people like Selena. I come from the point of I've been there. I've actually been attacked on the internet, though, and not just like talked about in videos, like worse things. And I haven't reacted great. I never reacted great. I've never said that I have. I've always owned my shit. That's another thing about me. I'm very transparent, very honest, and I always own my shit, even if I'm being an idiot. And if you respect me or nice to me, I really appreciate people that can tell me that I'm being an idiot. Even Emma has told me that I was being an idiot one night and was like, Queen, you're doing drama right now. Can you stop? And I was like, you know what? You're right. Yeah, I gotta calm the fuck down and rethink this for a moment. Thank you. Because I like to have people around me like that. People that actually like don't want to see me act up and act like a fool. So when I see people like Selena, I see people like Carly, and especially like Carly, by the way, I can't help but have a little bit of empathy for them. So oftentimes when I'm covering them, I try to come from it as someone that's been there, acted out myself, been a complete moron, had people try to turn me into a log cow, but it never worked. And then somehow I apparently joined the people that cover. I don't know what's going on anymore, but I have my own group of cows and have for quite a while. It's just I has never really called them lol cows until recently because I got fed up. Okay, if you can't beat them, join them. So there you go. So I've always treated these people as if like almost like a big sister, like as someone that went through it and managed to, I don't react as much anymore at all unless things are getting very, very ridiculous or other people are getting dragged in that don't deserve it. Things like that. But when this girl went off about having to call the cops on OLoPP, I was like, okay, this is getting a bit ridiculous. Maybe if someone like myself, right, who can kind of come in and be like, listen, I was also an idiot once on the internet. This is how you can no longer be a complete idiot on the internet and learn to just concentrate on your content and not on people that are talking about you. Because, by the way, everybody out here that has a channel has people talking about them badly. If you have a channel, there is another channel that does not like you, that is archiving you or streaming and saying they don't like you and coming up with things you're doing wrong. Welcome to YouTube. It is what it is. So you have to learn how to ignore it. And it's obviously something that I've learned. I'm not perfect at it yet because I'm not perfect. But I tried to kind of, I guess last night during her stream, talk to her as someone that was trying to give her advice and also explain to her what was going on. Because although she was apologizing to Emma, she wasn't really listing off what she did wrong specifically. She was kind of dancing around it a bit to me. And she was almost trying to excuse it a little bit and like say that it was because of some shit 3 years ago with teenagers and whatnot. And so I had enough. She had also been commenting to me yesterday during the day. So I ended up watching it and being there and kind of going, okay, but this is why people are laughing at you. You came out here, Selena, and you said you were fucking related to Madonna. Okay, you said, look at me, look at me, look at me. And then when people looked at you and went, I don't think this girl's related to Madonna, you went, now I'm a big victim on the internet and I don't understand. Because to me, there couldn't have been a more attention-seeking behavior than logging on here and claiming to be the cousin of one of the most famous women in all the land. Okay? Like, I'm like, why? Why would you do that if you don't want attention? I don't get it. Joe says hello. Suzanne says that you're a liar because you seem to be. And we're going to get into that. April says hello to Joe and everybody. Hello, Suzanne. I hope you're having a lovely, lovely day. Thank you, April. I actually have fun with it. Although I'm missing some people that I might have to add in. Selena, you don't want to make it in my intro. And I like it. It's probably my favorite one so far. Queen is my Satan daughter. Yes, the joke around here is that I am Satan's daughter because I am atheist and I often cover very Christian incels and things of the sort. So I get told all the time that I'm going to hell and my soul is tainted and blah, 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 blah. So then the joke around here became I'm Satan's daughter, which Hatman then finds very insulting because he's like, I'm not old enough for you to be my daughter and I'm Satan. And I'm like, I know that it's separate, I promise. Nobody has their cousin's name tattoo on their arm. And see, this is what I'm saying. She's been out here and claimed this and had several different things like this tattoo and some things that she has said that prove that she's probably not related to Madonna at all. And I've had enough of her bullshit. She's been going at me all day about it, so we need to talk about it. Liam says you need zombies in your intro would be perfect. That's great. I do not cow tip. No, I do not. Like, I covered Ash Mufara every single day for 7 or 8 months straight with the recovering Hunbot. I covered him on my own over here. And I didn't even go head to head with him for 2 years. You know? I never really went into his live streams or webinars, I should say, and bothered him. I don't do that. If I have something to say to you and you're acting a fool publicly, I will just make a video or a stream and say it. And I'm not good at censoring myself. The people that say someone is a lost cow and then want to befriend the lost cow they talk crap about is hypocritical, and I don't like that. We all know those types too. See, I'm not trying to be a friend necessarily. I definitely don't want to be a friend. I don't want to be Carly's friend, that's for sure. I don't want to be Selena's friend, that's for sure. I promise you that. Nor any of the cows in my intro, okay? They're in there because we're not friends. But my whole thing is maybe they don't understand that the behavior that they're doing is wrong, and it would be helpful if, they had people explain it to him without just always pointing and laughing, which I am also guilty of doing to all of them. So I'll do both. I'll point and laugh, but as I'm pointing and laughing, I will also politely explain to you why I'm pointing and laughing and how you can stop me from pointing and laughing. I think that's the most perfect way to explain it. And not just me, but other people too. And one of the biggest things with Selena that I felt like she had to stop was fucking saying she's Madonna's cousin, okay? That is the biggest lie and claim that she's made out here, and the one that is going to get her the most attention. All right, not many people, no offense, but not many people are going to care about her as much as OLoPP is to go and, archive her stuff and look into her, research her whole family tree like I did. But as soon as you say Madonna, that gets attention. She's a very famous woman. She's probably one of the most famous women in the whole wide world. You know what I'm saying? The whole wide globe world, by the way. CC, Chris from New York, Westchester County. To make that clear. So, I don't understand. I don't know why you would come on the internet, claim that you're related to one of the most famous people ever, and then, when people call you out for being weird, they're like, why are you calling me out? Why are you giving me all this attention? You couldn't have done a more attention-seeking behavior. I don't think there is one. Hey, Queen of Karma. Hello, chat. Nice to meet you all. Hello, Sarah, Sour Cat Lemon. I hope that you're doing very well. You say, I'm sure she is lying. Everything she has been saying is sounding far-fetched. And I'll show you why I think she's lying. Don't worry. We're going to deep dive this topic. No, Queen, I don't know. I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying, I think that's how I am. I'm just being very transparent and telling you my intentions right off the bat with why I was even there last night to begin with. Wanted to, kind of push her to list off the things she did wrong. I really wanted to make sure she apologized to Miss Moonbear because it wasn't very nice of Selena to out the fact that Miss Moonbear has 15 baby daddies and collects a bag, okay? She wanted to keep that a secret. And then Selena blabbed that out. How dare she, So it was like, can you please apologize? Because you also brought up children and claimed that people brought up your children. That did not. I cannot find anywhere where your child, or a child, not yours, Selena, sorry, but the child in your life there that you said you've known since before they were born, like, I don't know what you're talking. No one has done that. Not one person has reacted to a video. OLoPP hasn't taken anything like that. I haven't taken anything. Moon hasn't. Emma doesn't take anything of yours, which is why I was so confused as to why she was such a target of yours. I literally, the first thing I said to you is, why is this about Emma when she is only OLoPP's mod? She's a great mod, but I'm saying, like, she's not a creator on here. She's not making content on you. She's just commenting in a chat like everybody does on the internet. Everybody says a meme thing in a chat sometime on the internet. Okay, just you got to just get over it. So it's just like she does these things, like says she's Madonna's cousin, and then when she tells you to Google it, and then you Google it and it's not true, and then she gets mad at you that you said it wasn't true for a whole day writing you comments. We want to watch the cows dance and sing and act out, but we don't want to cow tip them. No, because if they're on their backs, then they can't sing and dance for us. It's not very helpful. It's just like how OLoPP doesn't want Selena dead, like Selena claims, because if she's dead, then OLoPP can't meme her anymore, and that's no fun. Right? You know? So I was like, come on, girl. You know? She's got mental health issues and lives in a land of delusions. Yeah, she's, you know? You seem to know a lot about her. Welcome to the sunny side. Welcome. Still not as funny as the time she pissed in the hospital sink. Lord. Now we have her being like Shani, pissing everywhere. Oh, the kid is awesome. He's like an amazing fashionista and doll collector. He's a nice kid. Sad he believes Selena. See, but this is what I mean, is that she shouldn't really be making friendships with kids. Even as a doll collector, it should be a business transaction. It's a little weird, right? I mean, we can't have another Colleen Ballinger situation. Everybody already thinks she was missing the ukulele last night. So, you know, she's already halfway there. And that's one of the things that piqued my interest and made me want to cover her, is because she had claimed that she had to call the FBI on teenagers for sending her lewd photos. And then we found out they weren't lewd photos. And I was like, well, that's a weird thing to make up. Like, why would you? So this is what I mean. Like, you're making up things that are obviously going to get you called out. And then you're wondering why people are calling you out. I don't understand this behavior. I've never dealt with it before. Like, it's almost worse than Carly, this one. It's redonkulous. So, OLoPP is somebody that covers her. She's the main target of Selena's right now. Allegedly wants her dead, according to Selena. Selena's called the cops on her. She claims that her content is all Selena. I promise you it's not. Although Selena's been raging at her over the last, week or two. So, yeah, she's been responding. And then she just kind of memes her a little bit, like I did at the beginning of this. And she recently, today, just made a video that sort of shows what everyone's probably thinking about Selena right now. And I think it would be great if we watch that together for a moment.
I'm in the middle. I'm with a report with police authorities. There was an investigation now on YouTube with police authorities. They are investigating my channel as well as someone else's channel. The investigator has been keeping in touch with me.
The investigator.
People, they have an LOL cow as for someone who's chosen victim.
She calls it LOL cow, and I fucking love it.
Is someone that they can pick on, play with, and do all this crazy stuff with.
We have kiwis. We have LOL cows. We're a mess.
So I'm just finding out about me being a LOL cow. You know, I'm just learning this. I'm an LOL cow.
Now, here's my thing. Selena claims, and she said this last night, that she's been out here for 15 years in January. Took her 15 years to get 8,000 subscribers, I guess. Poor thing. You would think that she would be used to, especially if she's Madonna's cousin, and she's seen Madonna all in the tabloids and the press, and she claims to be very close to her, as you're going to hear her say today. You would think that she would be able to handle a video like this. Like, honestly, if OLoPP made a video, like, I've laughed at videos like this about myself. They make me laugh. Have you seen Suit Yourself's cartoon of me? I love it. He gave me boobs. I legit thanked him. I was like, oh, wow. Look at me. I finally got boobs.
I'm an LOL cow. I'm just swarming. I'm an LOL cow. For I'm seeing their groups of people. They have LOL cow is for someone chosen, victimized, as someone that they can pick on, play with, and do all this crazy stuff with.
I don't want to play with you no more. You're not very nice. You're not very nice, and I don't like you. So it appears that she is just not accepting Selena's apology. And honestly, I cannot blame anyone for not wanting to accept it. I felt like this wasn't about me at all. I don't care. I'm pretty sure I'm the lady with the dark hair and the rat teeth, and I'm like, I love cheese. Yeah, I just, that kind of thing. I don't care. I don't care. She didn't have to apologize to me if that was the case. And she said some rude things to me, and I don't care. All right, you can be rude to me, and I mean, I might not talk to you anymore, and I might block you or something, but I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't care. She was all like, I need to apologize to you, and I was like, no, you really don't, though. Like, I do not care. I care more about you apologizing to Emma. I care more about you apologizing to OLoPP since you called the cops on her. And I really needed you to apologize to Miss Moonbear here because you brought up her children and then let everyone know about her 15 baby daddies. And that was, a secret on the sly. She's collecting all the bags. So this is what I mean. The rat face teases MJ. Okay, I don't know who it is. I'm just half joking because I think it's hilarious that to her was like a big insult. I was kind of like, that's all you got? Like, really? Okay. Yeah, and OLoPP says, if I still had my old channel, there would be more Mrs. ATX content than Selena. It's not all about her. That's what I'm saying. I'm a nuisance. Yeah, I cover lots of different people, and then if I respond to like a certain group of people, they're like, oh my god, all you do is talk about me. It's like, no, you don't see my channel. I have videos on 4 different people a week. What do you mean? What do you mean? So I've just been laughing because people have made fun of people make fun of you out here and what you look like. You could be a supermodel, okay? The incels are tearing apart Margaret Robbie. However you say her name. The girl that played Harley Quinn in Barbie, okay? They're saying she's ugly, all right? Even she gets torn apart by incels and stuff. So I don't feel bad about someone insulting my looks because it's not personal. I don't care. I just really don't care. So I was like, whatever. Yeah, I'll be the rat face person. I don't care. You're MJ. You're a past person. And this was also my point with my video. I wanted to make it known that OLoPP is not the first person that found Selena, thought that this behavior was weird, and was like, yo, who is this clown? And I tried to point that out in the video to let everyone know, or apparently, Joe, that's what I'm saying. They're just very, very bitter. So everybody's ugly to them because they can't get with them. They're like, it's like when they hit on you and then you turn them down because you're married and then they're like, yeah, well, you're ugly and I never wanted you anyway. It's the same thing. So, I tried to make it known that OLoPP was not the very first person. It's not like OLoPP sought this girl out, was the first person, but she is the newest person as of late and has gone a little bit hard on her the last little while because she's been raging out about it. When you rage out here, people are going to laugh at you. Selena looks like a used Q-tip, and that's facts. Moon says, OLoPP has seen the real me. She knows I'm a cutie. Honestly, don't care. No offense, Moon. I'm sure you're gorgeous. But to me, it's not even about that. To me, the second that someone automatically starts going after your looks, right? Or your children, right? That's because they know that they've been called out for some bullshit and they have nothing else to combat it with. So they do something like that to try and upset you. I haven't been here a while. I've been here too long, Moon. So it's like, it's like, I feel like we've all done this just to kind of make fun of Curly for doing this, if anything. That's why I did it anyway. But it's like she does these things, begs for the attention, and then when she gets the attention, she doesn't understand why she has the attention. And the thing is that if she just didn't claim to be fucking related to Madonna, like, nobody would have found her. I swear, that's like the best way to get attention is you create an account called Madonna's real cousin, and then you post a bunch of thirst trap videos of you dancing to her music with little tank tops on when you're like over 30 years old, okay? And that's what I mean. If you're doing that, you're probably going to have a bunch of people call you out. You know? And that's the thing, is that, yeah, Moon says, I didn't care until she went after my kids and made the threat shit. Well, that's what I'm saying. And she even said herself last night that kids are off limits. And I wanted her to say that. And then I wanted her to show me how she's related to Madonna. So let's get into all that. And I'm going to explain to you kind of how I guess I got on her radar to begin with, because it starts off with OLoPP. OLoPP causes all the problems. Our queen of poutine! That one's for you, OLoPP. Be like that. That's poutine with a crown. I W, queen of poutine today. Okay, so I commented under OLoPP's video, and I said, because she said she was going to get someone to do a podcast on us. Allegedly, that's Jeremy's mom, which I can't wait for. Oh, please give me a reason. Please. Please do it. I beg you. I beg you. You're not going to like it very much, but I beg you. So if anyone was wondering, a bunch of people told me that. I was like, oh, that's interesting. So I said, oh my God, I hope I get to be talked about on the podcast. Right? And she goes, girl, you ain't nobody to talk about. Forget it. I don't know why she writes like a gangster teenager caught in the same wigger phase that Bad Boy Tragic is on loop in his 40s. It worries me a little bit for her. I feel like somebody should send her help. And because I'm a giant bitch, my response was, read Dance Monkey Dance, this OLoPP circus now. Because all I can think is like, you just remind me of Carly.
Leave me the fuck alone!
Okay, and you can't ever go full Carly. Don't ever go full Carly. And I was kind of surprised she responded to me because, she's been on here for 15 years and she's Madonna's cousin. I was like, oh my God, I am talking to a celebrity. Wow, like little me out here talking to big celebrities on OLoPP's page. I feel so special. And again, like, it's like, why are you responding to me? Girl, I don't even have 3,000 subscribers, and you have like 8,000 subscribers. OLoPP doesn't even have 1,000. Okay, and I'm over here like, why do all these big people keep... You remind me of the fucking anti-MLM community. with their hypocrisy that drives me nuts over there, where they're like, I have a channel of 500,000 subscribers, and if someone with 50 subs talks about me, I gotta go do 10 Instagram stories about them, and then bitch about them on 5 live streams, because I'm off limits, because I'm in the anti-MLM community. No, if you do fuck shit out here, you deserve to get called out. I don't care what community you're in. At the end. Okay? And you're the one saying that people are making podcasts on everyone and threatening that they're going to go after everyone in OLoPP's whole chat, right? Which is why you were attacking Emma, because Emma is a mod for OLoPP and Moon. So you thought, oh, I'm going to be a smarty pants and I'm going to go after Emma. How'd that go for you? Was that good? So, of course, she did this video, okay, where she was like, to the lolcow community and Emma666, which at first I was like, why are we making this all about Emma? Like, poor Emma. Emma hasn't even made a video on this woman. Hatman hasn't streamed about her ever, and somehow it's all about Emma. You know? Hashtag it's all Emma's fault. And she's too busy hacking Carly to troll this thing, you know? So I was kind of surprised. One of the first things I said in there was like, are you like making this about Emma? I didn't realize that she and Emma had a talk and that she agreed to kind of like apologize for that, which I was like, okay, that's nice. That's good. But then, like I said, as I'm listening to her apologizing, she's not actually saying what for specifically. Really. She was kind of dancing around a little bit, you know, and then kind of like excusing it and trying to like explain it to us. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's not an apology. People don't like that. Don't do that. You know? Yeah, they only talked on Emma's community tab. And that's what I mean. Like, it was like one thing. And the thing is, Emma didn't seek her out. She sought Emma out. Like she did with me. That's kind of what I'm showing. All right, I just commented to you, OLoPP, and then she was writing to me. She's been responding to everyone that comments on your videos about her. And like Salty Peach here says, it's fucking embarrassing. It's secondhand embarrassment for this woman. I'm like, oh my God, please stop. Stop. I can't anymore. And that's why I'm doing this stream, because I had it. I was like, that's it, I'm done. Like, you know? If everyone's doing a podcast, she's related to all of the FBI and police and Madonna. And, you know, so we got to watch out. We got to be careful. And she literally said that the other day, that she's related to an FBI agent and she's related to the police. Okay, she only called the cops on OLoPP one time. The second time, a nice policeman was calling her back to ensure that she was going to go ahead with the charges of homicide, apparently, on OLoPP. She said it, not me, okay? She said this last night. And make sure that, you know, she could let her family member know, who was a police officer, what was going on, so that he could, like, take care of it and ensure that OLoPP got arrested. Okay? Because that OLoPP making her meme videos, she's dangerous. I'm just mad at her because she keeps stealing all my fucking poutine. So, she made this video. This is what it was called. This was the video. Proof it's there. In this video, I made it a point. I made it a very big point. After she was kind of done apologizing, and once I had enough of listening to her try to excuse everything, tell us about how she lost her friend from a booster shot, which that's not a good way. Do you know who I am, Selena? I speak out about the anti-vax community and like vaccine misinformation often. So again, it's like Carly trying to get me to get off her back by going and starting with a scam, Temu. And that's how you get me to cover you more. That's exactly what I cover on here. Those are the ones I definitely cover. So it's like, then you're just asking for me to cover you. You know? And so she's like, oh yeah, I lost my friend. She died from getting the vaccine booster. And I was like, okay, that sucks. Sorry for your loss. But that doesn't really excuse why you went after Moon's kids, for example. Like, you know, like, what's that? So after we were done with all that, and she kind of said all she could say about it, I mean, whatever. I was like, okay, I'm going to try to explain to you what you did wrong so that you understand why this is going on. And I think a great place to start would be with Madonna. You know, your cousin Madonna, Selena. You're allegedly her fourth or fifth cousin, you know. I guess William was her fifth cousin and you're like, or fourth cousin, you're like his cousin. So then technically, I guess that would be fifth, but you kept calling it fourth. So you don't even know how you're related to her, I guess. So I made it a point to say, like, part of the reason why people are making fun of you and noticed you as a person on here was because you, like, came out here literally announcing you're Madonna's cousin and then, like, trying to use that to get attention. So congratulations, it got you attention. Like, what do you want me to say? You know, like, you have to understand. And if you, like, stop saying you're her cousin. Unless you absolutely have proof. And by proof, I mean like a picture of the two of you as kids together or something like that. I would just stop. I wouldn't even mention it. Even if you are her cousin, there's no point in mentioning it. No one will ever ask you if you're related to Madonna, okay? It's not like you're omitting information. Leave it alone. Don't say it. So she actually showed me her Ancestry.com, which I believe Ancestry.com to be a scam. Let me know if you want me to do a video about that. And this is what she shows me. So as you can see here, it's a picture of her, and there's a picture of his display, which is WF. Okay? And it says, you and William Fortin, fourth cousin, maternal side. Right? And yeah, Joe, exactly. This is another thing, right? Like, crazy distant family member, and you're out here making TikToks about how you're related. Come on. Even if it was true, like what you said, at that point, you're strangers. You're like fifth cousins, you know? But this is her proof. This is what she showed us all. Freddie says they're practically twins. Shut up, Freddie. Yeah, the eating disorder stuff. And this is what I mean. Like, she's done a lot of things on here that are questionable. I left some out because for me, it was more about what she was doing in that moment. And now we got to talk about this because this is the proof she showed me. Madonna's maiden name is Fortin, and a fan would know that, yes. A Canadian fan, though, knows a lot more. Because what you may not know about the Fortin family is that they're actually a part of Canadian history. We're going to get into that. Don't you worry. That's what red flagged me about this in the first place. She mentioned the Fortins in a past video, and I kind of went, and I did research long before the other night. I just wanted to see if she was going to actually show me something like real. And spoiler, this is all she showed me. So it says fourth cousin, maternal side, okay? And I need all of you to very much remember the name here, okay? Remember William Fortin, okay? Please remember William Fortin. I'll say it several different times. This lady is a clown because as she tells me this, she also tells me to Google it, and I'm going to play a clip for you. I'm going to play a clip of, because I was doing a video on this, so I do have an 8-minute clip of my reaction to her telling me about all of this that I was going to post with, like, all this. So I do have that part done. That was going to be in a video. So I'm playing it for you, and you're going to hear her say it all herself. But she's an absolute, complete, and utter clown because she tells me to Google it. Selena, I am like the last person that you should tell to Google something like this because I am so fucking autistic, and my favorite thing to do in the whole world is researching things. That's why my channel is about a lot of the topics it's about, because I find it so fun to literally spend like 6 hours a day just researching stuff. I'm a fucking weird person, man. And I will just dive down that rabbit hole as if I'm Alice in Wonderland. And just like I said in my last video, I kind of did. And I was very, very disappointed with the tea party that I got. So, during the day, yesterday, before she did her apology stream, she had come and left me this comment. And it says, well, you've definitely made it quite obvious for me to know who you are and to make me aware of who you are. Thanks, Selena. I'm not hiding. I've never understood what I'm supposed to be scared of. I've already had everything happen to me, oh dear. They created an untouchable monster. Nothing can stop me now.
Power of Christ compels you, bitch.
So, just want to let you know, I know that this is the next thing she says. I know nothing, any of you. I have no clue what that means. Could you maybe English better? I'm confused. You literally just said that I made it quite obvious for you to be aware of who I am, which again, never hid. And then you turn around and say that you know nothing of me. I like, which one is it, Selena? Literally, you contradicted yourself in one comment to me already. I know nothing, any of you. I find it quite interesting how all of the things have gotten to where we are at this point to make me aware. I think you are, and two others are, and what this is all about. It appears I have now been officially educated. Sweetheart, if this is how you write, you are not educated. All right? Because I had to decipher this as if it was Latin. Okay, and I don't know how to fucking speak Latin, so it was very, very hard. I was not happy at all. I felt like I'm reading gibberish. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I literally had to send it to someone and be like, I think I know what this means. But can I just ask you if when you read this, this is what it sounds like to you? Because my brain exploded. It was all over the walls. Quite a cleanup job. So, without further ado, what we're going to do now is I'm going to play for you guys the video so that you can hear her in her own words tell me all about her connection to Madonna, how they're related, show the proof, and don't mind me reacting a little bit. I did try to edit a bunch of it out so that it was as short as possible, but there's some important things I had to say along the way, okay? Because there's some important things. So without further ado, I'm going to shut the fuck up and just play for you a video.
Yes, I have proved it. I have proved I'm her cousin. I'm related to her. And there's people that make jokes. My mom is right on the other side of the living room putting a puzzle together. I'm not lying about Madonna being my cousin. I am related to her. We share the same middle name. The only thing is, I'm the only one related to her that went out public and did the things I did. So I didn't lie about that. No, Veronica's not my name. No, it's not. It's Madonna. My mom calls me Donna for short. My middle name's Madonna. My mom said,
I was gonna say, like, I have never heard her mom call her that, and I've watched quite a few streams where her mom and she are in them together.
it's Donna. That's why she calls me Donna. It's in reference to my name. That's Madonna.
The middle name's Madonna, okay. Middle name's passed down.
No, she would not.
So this is when I asked her if Madonna, whether they're cousins or not, would appreciate her mentioning her relation to her and then acting the way she does on the internet. And she states no.
No.
So we have some self-awareness.
Because her youngest kids watch my content. They like to watch me paint. And they have...
So her youngest kids watch her content.
Custom American Girl dolls by me.
And that they like to get custom American Girl dolls by her. So she makes it sound as if she does have an actual relationship with Madonna and her children.
Designer at Mattel, when I was at Barbie convention, was asking me to try to get her to agree to them doing a Barbie doll of her. She doesn't think that they would do the quality that she would approve of. So that's why she hasn't agreed to it.
Yeah, she doesn't think that the people that made Barbie would make her a good enough Barbie, and she lets Selena know that. Selena called her up on the phone and was like, listen, I'm at the Barbie convention, Mattel's bugging me. She was like, I just don't think that they have the greatest quality. The biggest toy company in all the world. Sounds legit. Totally. I am taking out the pauses.
Yes, I have proved it. I have proved I'm her cousin. I'm related to no.
So I asked her, did you prove? Do you have proof of this? Like, can you prove that you are her cousin? Because in my mind, if you cannot prove it, even if you are, you should probably just shut up.
To her, not on her father's side, on her biological mother's side with the Fortons.
Okay.
TikTok, I have video footage of my aunts who look just like her when she was younger, and her mother. The resemblance is there with family members. And that's the proof. The only thing is, I can't put anything else out there with their names and other things. I can only mention William Fortin, and I did provide proof of that.
I'm sorry, you can only mention William Fortin, you say? His name's William Fortin? Okay, remember that, everyone.
Ancestry.com. But the families asked me to refrain from posting anyone else's name due to privacy concerns.
Or maybe just because you literally act like a crazy person on the internet, and Madonna is like, I don't want people to know I'm related to her.
And my mom can verify that. If you want, I can ask her to come in to verify. The only thing is, I don't want her to know what I'm doing.
It's like when Carly said that her mom had her delete her apology video, right? Same vibes here.
But I can assure you I'm not lying. I am telling the truth.
Oh, well, if you can assure me, then I would just be cruel to not believe it. I should definitely just believe everything you say.
I will show you a screenshot.
Okay, perfect. Yes, that's proof. Go show me that screenshot, girl. You even got the Barbie pants on. Barbie shirt. Very into Barbie lately. Must be because the movie came out. Right now, she's looking for a screenshot.
Oh my God, I'm better off if I went to Ancestry.com.
I guess she has a lot of screenshots, which also was a bit of a red flag to me because she acted like she's not someone that pays attention to drama or anything like that. So I was kind of like, why are you having so much trouble finding this screenshot? Is there a whole sea of screenshots in your phone that you would have to sift through in order to get to that one? It ain't that serious, sis, you know? We should get her to teach Carly how to do makeup, actually.
So,
it would help her a bit.
This is me and William Fortin.
Okay, so this is what she shows me as proof that she's related to Madonna.
If it comes clear, you will see that. Yes, that is my picture of me.
It is?
On Ancestry.com.
It is?
William Fortin is one of Madonna. He's Madonna's cousin. He got his name from his grandfather, who was, from Madonna's grandfather. And
okay, so he got his name from Madonna's grandfather. Okay, again, please try to remember what she's saying here. I'm about to show you guys like Madonna's whole family fucking tree.
Some ancestry. So Fortin.
Yeah.
That is Madonna.
And this is where you kind of screwed up. You would know that anyone that's French Canadian and is as autistic as me and does research on fucking everything and somehow has all these weird facts in my brain, who has a whole family that grew up in Quebec and who lives in the province right next to it themselves, Fortin family is a part of Canadian history. Those that maybe aren't aware. And that is the Fortin family that Madonna is actually related to. She's not lying that Madonna has a family with a name that carries on, and she is not lying that Madonna has familial connections to the Fortin family here in Canada. That's all true. But remember, she said William Fortin, and that he got his name from Madonna's grandfather, maternal grandfather. This is all going to be very important in a few moments.
Madonna's mother, biological mother side of the family.
Yeah. So the Fortin family is related to Madonna's actual mother, biological mother that gave birth to her, that passed away when she was very young.
You're welcome, and thank you, Beth, for the opportunity, for understanding.
I thanked her for showing me proof. I thanked her for, coming out here and apologizing. Because what else am I supposed to do? Like I said, this stream was not about me. It wasn't even supposed to be about Madonna, so I didn't really want to take over it any more than I allegedly already had with, like, Roger coming in and shit, too. So I said, thank you. I asked you for proof. You've provided me with what you consider to be the proof. What more can I ask? It might not be her fault that her proof is not going to make sense to me, and I'll show you why.
And for your kindness, respectfully.
Yeah, listen, that you do have to thank me for, because you can ask people out here. I am not known on the internet as being somebody who is respectful and kind with someone that I'm allegedly, quote unquote, beefing with, okay? You are very welcome for that. And I thank you for recognizing that I wasn't in there rah, 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 at you, because most people think that that's all I'm doing. We got off to a little bit of a roughy start at the beginning where I think you thought I might have been doing that. I'll never blame anyone in defense mode when, if they do that right off the bat. But then, I think you realized I wasn't in there trying to, cause you problems. I was, like I said, trying to kind of guide you a bit and try to explain to you, like, do you understand how you got on OLoPP's radar and why she's making these videos on you? And because if you really do want it to stop, it's better to understand everything that's going on, and then you better understand how to get it to stop, right? It's, again, I was treating Selena the exact same way as I treat Carly, because this is actually who I am.
And you can Google William Fortin and Madonna. It's on Google. I do have regrets of making it known publicly. Okay, is that all?
So at that point, she basically made it sound like we were making her do a hostage video. I asked her to keep it up to ensure that everyone could grab what they wanted from it. And I was hoping that she would wait for all of the comments to process before she deleted it. But she just kind of deleted it. It's already gone. It's not on her channel anymore. So the way she was kind of like, is that all? Like, I was like, okay, so just forget everything you just said. Like, saying an apology to somebody and, like, explaining your behavior and then ending it with, okay, like, it's that all? Are we done here? Can I go now? Like, I was kind of like, well, now I feel like you are trying to make it seem like Emma has forced you to do this apology. And that's not at all what happened. She would have handled you very similarly to me, where she would have just explained to you why you got this attention you got, and then say, why are you insulting my looks and stuff? That wasn't very nice. Please apologize for that. Maybe not as polite, because Emma can be snappy, but you yourself were like, oh, she was so great, she was respectful, and then at the end you're like, but she's kept me hostage, and I want to know if I am free to leave now. Like, is this information I've given you and all this suffice? It was like, what the fuck did I just watch then? What is going on? It pissed me right off. You pissed me off at the end, Selena. But I was honestly willing to just kind of do a video outing you about the Madonna stuff. Wasn't on my radar until you came over here and started commenting to me more. By the way, this is basically, people were asking, I don't hide on here. My personal information has already been doxed all over the fucking place. And that was like 2 years ago. So I don't care. When I logged on YouTube, I was in a part of the internet that doesn't have like any of the bad behavior that the rest of the internet has. People often stream with like their kids and stuff, and it's like normal in the multi-level marketing verse. So when I logged on, I didn't hide my personal information like I should have, which is why I'm on Carly about hers. That's what I mean. I already made these mistakes. I already learned it. And now I'm just trying to help other people learn, okay? Think of it like that, if you will. So, I used to also introduce myself, though, on here as Beth, I emulated Blair Illuminati a lot when I started my channel. And so she used to introduce herself as Blair Illuminati. And so when I first came out here and I had my little intro, my little spade emoji thing that I drew on paint, that was awful. Because it was before I knew how to do anything. And my first video was like black screen for a good portion of it, which is why I was laughing so hard at Chad showing his, because I was like, me too, bro. Like, I did it too. I totally did a black screen video at least 2 or 3 times before I like figured out how to make videos for sure. And they were r/videos, so that must have been hella boring. And I'm pretty sure that I've left one of them at least up on my channel, because I don't care if people see my like evolution as a creator on here. If anything, I think that's kind of cool. You know, you can go all the way back to like 2019 at the beginning of my channel and look and see how I was, what I did back then, how much I sucked. And then you can watch me today and realize that I've grown a lot. I like that. Maybe you could also learn editing or something, because boy, it took me a lot to learn that. You know, shit like that. So I was trying to help her. I was trying to help her. And what this means is, you know, since I came out here as Beth, and I'd introduced myself as Beth, Queen of Spade, a lot of people know my name. They went and looked up all my personal information and then tried to use it to like intimidate me into being silent on things that they did not want me to out about them, because they're all bad people. And you know how it goes out here. It's lots of fun. And this is her basically letting me know, and she later on lets me know as well, but I didn't think it was that important because I don't care, that all of my haters have found her and they've reached out to her and sent her videos on me. Velcro never contacts people about me, guys. That's what she like told Malice and Emma and Chad and them. She was like, oh, I never bother anyone about Queen. This is the first time I've ever followed Queen into a community and told people that they shouldn't like her. And I'm going, you literally do that to everyone. Like people that just I talk to. And you see me in a chat, I'll write one comment to them and then you're fucking messaging them. It's weird. So that happened here, of course. Just like it did with Carly, by the way. Carly got a whole bunch of my haters going after people trying to stick up for Carly. They've stuck up for On Passive. I had one of them that claimed to be anti-pseudoscience and anti-scam. I had him doing a video to stick up for Modern Alternative Mama, of all people. The lady that didn't take her kid to the hospital, who broke their arm for 6 days because she believes in natural medicine that Jeff Holiday covered back in the day, by the way. Like it's just ridiculous. People will stick up for anyone out here in order to come after me, a certain group of people, and they've reached out to her. So she was letting me know that she knows who I am. And she can find me. And she can research me too. And she doesn't like me. And I was like, that's fine. I don't like you either. We're all good. And she's basically trying to say that me and 2 others, who I'm assuming is OLoPP and Moon, by the way, make her aware that we're bad people, I guess. She feels like she and Emma have made up, you know, right? But the rest of us suck. That's what she's saying here. And it's like an intimidation. I know who you actually are. Cool. Awesome. Good for you. If you watch my channel for like a week, you'll probably know who I am. So we played the video. In the video and in these slides, you have heard her talk about somebody named William Fortin. I looked up Madonna's whole family history and her ancestry and everything. Her father is Silvio Anthony Sassone. I don't know if that's how you say that. And he's an Italian-American design engineer for Chrysler General Dynamics. He has his roots in L'Aquila in the Abruzzo region in Italy. He married a French-Canadian descent whose name is, okay, pay attention to this one too, guys, Madonna Louise Fortin. Remember that allegedly Madonna is her middle name, because Selena has Madonna as her middle name. They have the same middle name. But Madonna's real name is actually Madonna Louise Fortin as well, because that's her mom's name. So her name's also Madonna Louise after her mom. And I'm going to show you that there's more Louises. Madonna's mother died of breast cancer in 1963. Okay. Madonna, unfortunately, was 5 years old. That's awful. And then her father married their housekeeper, which probably would have been really weird. I'm just saying. Like, poor Madonna. I was kind of like, oh, that kind of sucks. The next paragraph, you will see it says, Willard. I'm sorry, what? Willard? Who the fuck is Willard? Willard and Elsie Fortin are the maternal grandparents of Madonna. Oh, I thought his name was William. But here it says Willard and Elsie Fortin are the maternal grandparents of Madonna. They're also direct descendants of Julian Fortin. And there's a whole bunch of history on him being the first Fortin who settled in New France in 1650. Then they talk about how their family came to Quebec and they're the 9th largest family in Quebec. And like they get all into the Canadian history because allegedly Madonna's mom and her side of the family are French Canadian from Quebec area. And then her dad is an American. Okay. So that's what they're basically saying. And when you see this, you kind of go, well, wait, I thought she said that she was related to a guy named William Fortin and that this guy was named after Madonna's maternal grandparents. So that's a little bit weird. I have literally looked up Madonna's entire tree, her whole family tree here. You can look it up, okay? She told me to Google it, so I did. She was big and bad yesterday, yeah. Messica has Emma in the thumbnail. I don't know why. That's not a good idea. You left Paula alone, but if she wants to get involved and stick her fat nose in, I'm going to give her the smoke she's asking for. Same. I told her, give me a reason. OLoPP, I sent you a DM. Okay, sorry. That one wasn't for me. So here, if you look at her family tree, which it's kind of hard to see here, and we'll look at it on the website in a second, you'll notice that her mom's name is Madonna Louise Fortin. Hello, Hatman. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. OLoPP will go OLoPPing. Yeah, she OLoPPs quite well. So you'll see Madonna Louise Fortin, which again, that's Madonna's name is Madonna Louise after her mother, which makes sense. Lots of people name their kids after the parent. Then her mom, all right, was Elsie Mae Fortin, and her dad was Willard Fortin. And I shared this publicly, okay? You'll notice also above a little Elsie Mae Fortin there on the right of the Madonna one, you'll notice there's a Marie Louise Demers. And above that, there's a Marie Louise Massey. Because the name that gets passed down is actually Louise. Because the person in their family, one of the people in their family that's like well known in history out here, his name's Louis. So they've like made it into Louise for the women. And I guess they've passed that down. And it will often be like in 2 generations, as you see here, and then it might skip 1 or 2. And then it will be like the next 2. And it's been that way for a while. Here again, you can see Madonna Louise, and then her mom's Madonna Louise, and her mom's parents. And this one also shows her dad's parents too. Just in case Selena decides to say, oh, I meant the dad side. No, you didn't. And you'll see it's Willard Fortin. Okay? That's what it says here. See this. I don't understand, like, how you can tell me to Google this, and then when I Google it, I don't find William Fortin. I couldn't find anything on William Fortin I searched every single search engine and every single browser, even the Tor browser, and I could not find it, okay? I couldn't find anything. She's all like, oh, well, you can Google William, all right? William Fortin, you can Google him, and then you'll see that he's actually Madonna's grandpa on her mom's side. No, his name was Willard. All right, so I feel like Selena found this information and thought she memorized it, but all she could remember is that the guy's name began with Will. And instead of like getting it correctly and looking it up again, she just went with William because William's quite a common name. But the thing is back when Willard here was alive, Willard was quite a common name for men. Especially in this area. In like Italy area, France, it was quite a common name. So what the fuck are you doing, Selena? Like, I don't understand. So, I posted this publicly. I posted it on my Twitter, which is now gone again, because everyone wants to talk about me on Twitter, but then I can't even be on there. And meme funny things. Jesus. I also told Real Stream News to get hit by a bus again, and it apparently hurt its feelings. So, all day after I posted this all up, because she's driving me nuts, commenting to me, and I'm going to show you them in a second. I'm like researching this, I'm posting it, and she's all coming out with excuses, getting all mad at me, and telling me that she is definitely related to Madonna. She promises she's related to Madonna, guys. She promises. Okay? Promises! Donnie says she refuses to let reality ruin the Netflix series that she lives in inside her head. That's what I mean. Like, I'm like, just stop. Because then it gets worse. Then she decided to comment on the post that I was doing, outing her as a liar about this. So she comes in and says, William is Willard's middle name. And the name he went by. He also had a son named William Fortin, Madonna's uncle. I'm going by the information I receive on Ancestry. On my heritage, my DNA says I was born in 1813. Okay, so you tell me that I should believe this information and then you turn around and tell me that it gets it wrong? Do you not realize how dumb you look right now? Oh, by the way, you should believe what Ancestry.com says about my family, guys. Even though they got my own, date of birth wrong. So I'm like, how could you take this? You get a fucking thing saying you're related to some dude named William Fortin. And what, you're obsessed with Madonna, so you knew that was her mom's maiden name, her biological mom's maiden name? So you just, run with this and decide you're related to her? I don't understand, what you did here. And how you came to this conclusion based on just looking it up on Ancestry.com and seeing William Fortin and being like, oh yeah, I'm related to that dude. And then it says that you're, fourth cousins with the dude. And then you're like, oh, well, he's cousins with Madonna. That's how it is. So then you're fifth cousin. You're strangers. I don't even know who the fuck my fifth cousins are in either my biological or adoptive family. That's weird. I don't know if anyone does. Fifth and sixth cousins and shit. You're not related anymore. I don't suggest, getting with them, okay? Incest is not best, despite the songs that Hatman and Chad play to you, I promise. So, then she goes on to say, I don't power on the results because she's so educated. Everyone else is dumb. We are all dumb and very uneducated. For those that don't know, I have my college education here. It was a 2-year college program, St. Lawrence College for social service worker. I graduated in 2010 on honor roll with awards from St. Lawrence College in Kingston, Ontario. There you go. Now you know me even more. Congratulations. And this is how you write. All right, I might make an error here or there because I'm going fast and I don't care sometimes when I make errors. I'm like, whatever. The haters will have something now to actually talk about for 3 days that I actually did wrong. So maybe they'll like it, But this, like, your writing makes no sense. Like, I cannot even translate this. I'm like, what the fuck? The fuck, dude? The fuck? Okay. I have don't power on the results that are tied to these companies' results. And that might be because I stated that if you look at the picture, let's just go out the way back out here for a moment. The picture, okay, it says edit relationship as a button there beside message underneath where it says that she's fourth cousins with the guy that's allegedly cousins with Madonna, even though she didn't even show proof that this guy's cousins with Madonna. She just showed proof that she's cousins with him. So, but it says edit relationship. And that's because on this website, if you have an account on there and shit, you can actually go find family members and then edit yourself as their family member. She could also go find Madonna's actual family members on here if she really wanted to, and then try to edit it saying that she's like their fifth cousin and shit. And the site gets things wrong, so it's not like they're gonna fucking check it. You know what I mean? Like, it's wrong all the time. People that have known their whole ancestry have sent, like, their stuff into this place to see if they'd guess it, and they've gotten it wrong. Like, more times than correct. So, I don't really trust the whole Ancestry.com thing, just to begin with. I'm probably not the person to use that as proof with at all. But I did try to give her the benefit of the doubt, and as you can see, she just listed off the wrong family member. So I didn't understand what we were doing here. She goes on to say, also, I never touched adult inappropriately. That's because OLoPP has this video that I played in my video about her for a bit that claims that she was kicked out of the Barbie convention for licking dolls, and then it makes fun of her because she, like Carly and Leslie Clark and all of these lolcows for some reason, does funky things with her tongue. Like, so OLoPP just memed her about that, but she took it very seriously. And, like, we were accusing her of sexually harassing dolls. And, like, it was a travesty, you know? Like, we just could not have that in Madonna. In Madonna. You know, like, we can't have these dolls getting molested. You know, we gotta save the dolls. Like, you know what I mean? And that's also part of the problem, Donnie, like you said, related to Madonna, yet living in low-income housing with her mama and receiving disability. Like, so people, that, like, see, and that's the reason why people are questioning it, right? Like, she shares her life out here, shows everyone that she's kind of broke. She claims that she works as a famous doll painter, but no one's heard of her. So she has, like, Ash Mufara syndrome. Okay, where she thinks she's like some famous person that everyone has heard of that's going to change the world out here because she's related to Madonna. When really, people are like, who? Like, no one knows who she is, you know? And OLoPP says, yes, she did. That's why she can't go to Barbie convention. So see, it's a joke. You told me last night that you understand people joke. So, like, it's pretty tame, like I said, compared to the things I've had done. So, I don't know. You guys destroyed me out here because of the things I've had done to me. I guess it's hard for me to see sometimes, like, minor shit like that as being bad, I guess. I don't know. Can she make a gay Negs doll? Probably. She's banned from 3 American doll stores in NC as well for licking related offenses. She said in 2020 that she had made dolls for Cardi B, Beyonce, and Kim Kardashian. And now she claims that she makes dolls for Mattel. And as you heard, she claims that they approached her at this Barbie convention that she didn't even go to because I thought it was canceled. So it must have been the last one or something. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Barbie, okay? I don't follow Barbie conventions. I didn't even know it was a thing. I'm still trying to get over the flat earther conventions and the furry conventions. I'm still too scarred from all that. So you're going to have to be patient with me before I get into fucking Barbie conventions, okay? So she's all like, I never touched a doll. And then she goes on to say, this is my problem with you, Selena. Like, just stop it. I'm a designer for a toy company. I paint the prototype by hand. The teen, the is, and was a misunderstanding. And I'm like, yeah, I don't even, okay. The teen, the is, the was, the his, those, those. You're like, oh, okay, thank you, Selena. Thanks for making that clear. Understood. Like, Jesus Christ. I was like, I don't even know what this says. But last night in her stream, she claimed to work for Mattel. Okay? And she does sell all of the dolls nude. And this is why OLoPP is memeing the licking thing. And this is what I mean. Like, you're doing this to yourself. You're painting naked Barbies, doing thirst traps, claiming that you're Madonna's cousin, and then making up that you have to call the FBI on teenagers. Like, and then you're like, why are people telling me to stop? This is so weird. Why are people making fun of me? This is so weird. I am Madonna's cousin, I swear. I'm related to a dude named William. Oh shit, I meant Willard. Do you know what? Willard is his middle name. Yeah, we'll get there. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, the chair designer for Barbie. Like, no, you're not. And Mattel did not approach you and ask you if you could get a hold of Madonna because she's your cousin, your sixth cousin. Hi there, Selena. I know that she's your sixth cousin. So can you just like ring her up on the telephone and ask her if we can do a collab with her? Like, you sound ridiculous. And that's what I mean. Like, that sounds ridiculous. And then they see that you're living with your mom. Okay. You're obviously not making money off of these dolls. You're not going to work every day, which, by the way, if you're a painter for these dolls, you're usually a famous painter. Like, they get, like, real top-notch painters in on these projects. They don't need somebody living at their mom's house that's pretending to be related to Madonna. Okay, that's weird. So this is the problem people have. Seems like you're somebody that is lying out here to try to give yourself some false sense of importance, and you're using Madonna and then working for, like, Barbie Mattel designers, like, and so people are seeing you as a big grifter and somebody who is lying and then trying to sell these Barbies based on a lie, which then results in you being a scammer. And then, hi, Selena, that of course brings Queen back. See how we went full circle there? Now do you understand why I'm here? Because that's when I come in. When you're like scamming is when I come in. That's my job. I'm the one that comes after the scamming ones. And I'm like, stop that. Like the gay opping ones and stuff. I'm like, stop that. That's what I do. So, this is why people are making fun of you. And it's like, you can't understand it. No matter how much I tried to explain it to you, you were just like, but I am related to them, I swear. Also, I thought it was fun and interesting in the characteristics between me and the singer, and to be connected through DNA. You don't have proof of this, you crazy person. What are you talking about, I'm like, where? Okay, show us a DNA test that says you are Madonna's cousin. I want to see it. I wanted to play with the videos on TikTok, might as well be, as a pastime. Okay, we didn't have a problem with you necessarily making the videos. It was the fact that you were claiming to be related to Madonna when you're not that we had a problem with. It was a little bit weird to watch a 40-year-old woman doing thirst traps, but I mean, we're in the time of internet. Go us. Then she says, I went live when the apartment were on fire. You mean was on fire? Because my cat was afraid and hiding under the bed. Yes, oftentimes when my mom is over-medicated and not reacting to the fire alarm and my cat hides under the bed, instead of helping them out of the building and trying to get my cat, I grab my phone and hit record. It definitely solves the problem every single time. Highly recommend, and then post it to YouTube, because don't you know that the insurance company will not review it and then give you your insurance money unless you post that shit up and then monetize it, all right? You have to post that up and monetize it in order for the insurance company to give you money. You could not have just done a private video on your phone, not a live stream on YouTube, to send to the insurance company. I don't think the insurance company wants a video, though, of like this weird upwards angle of up your nose, which is all I could stare at almost the whole time, by the way. and you just like screaming about how the building's on fire and you need to get out. Like, that's not helpful. And then we come to find out that there probably was no fire, and we're like, well, why are you trying to make a bigger deal out of this than it is? And then you're like, oh, I was freaking out because my mom was over medicated and my cat went hiding. And then it just made it worse for yourself, Selena. You're like somebody that, you know, you took 6 drops shovel and you just keep digging yourself a fucking grave. And I don't know how to help you. Like, you're jumping right in, and I'm out here like trying to throw you a rope and you're ignoring me. Okay, and then when you finally do take the rope from me, instead of using it to climb up, Selena, you wrapped it around your fucking neck and you rope maxed. That's what happened here. Legit is what I feel like. Because you just made it worse and worse and worse. I'm like, the more you tell me about this, the dumber you look to me. Stop. Secondhand embarrassment. Okay. You didn't need to post it on YouTube for the insurance purposes. It sounds silly. Also, your apartment was not on fire, and I have a hard time believing that your ceiling was caved in, because then that means that somebody's floor would have a giant hole in it. Like, do you not have landlords and maintenance? Like, come on, dude. It just sounded like you were trying to make it a lot worse than it was. Okay?
But I thought the crackers have the cheese in the middle and then the crackers again.
Okay, give me 2 seconds, okay? Thank you, beautiful. So, then you literally say to me, which I just love when people do this to me, it's wonderful. Hope this makes a better understanding on my behalf. I've seen your YouTube documentary through an email. People have given you the same treatment as I have received. I'm like, that's literally been my point. That was my point. I was like, Selena, I literally had an awful time out here. And I wasn't even as dumb as you. I didn't come out here going, I'm related to Faye. I literally came out here and said, guys, please stop gay-opping everyone and scamming people. And people got mad at me, okay? Like, that's what I said. That was my message. And don't join fucking MLMs and do identity politics and hustle culture. It's probably the don't do identity politics that made all the commies mad that are witches. I'm sorry. But, like, that was my point. I was like, I've been treated like this before, girl. I know that it can get a hell of a lot worse. And if you can't take this light little roasting over things that you're literally lying about to get attention for, which is just begging for attention to most of us, like, you gotta stop, okay? Just stop. Stop it. Get some help. Like Michael Jordan says. And don't tell me you're fucking related to Michael Jordan next. I swear to God I'll have an aneurysm, okay? I'm not doing it. See, and everyone's like, there is no fire. This fire did not happen. And this is the problem. Then you look like an idiot. The alarm got set off, and you freaked out and recorded yourself freaking out for no reason. I've streamed before, and especially at the very beginning of the summer, we have some teenagers that like to set off the fucking fire alarm here too. And it's just like, everyone knows that it happens a few times at the beginning of every summer. And there are legit live streams that I've done on here where my fire alarm starts going off, and then I'm like, good thing we're reacting to someone right now and I can just play them, because I'm going to have to mute or else stop this stream because it's going insane. But I don't like go out and do the fire thing because of that. I do not, however, start screaming that my house is on fire, turn on the camera, and then start freaking out. If I did, people should make fun of me and be like, Queen, why are you acting like an idiot? What is wrong with you? Because that's ridiculous. And that's my point, is that I was literally saying to you, Selena, you get a light roasting out here compared to most people, and it's for things that you begged for attention with. So if you can't take this, you don't want to be Madonna's cousin, girl. What if then, like, Vice wants to interview you out here? What if the tabloids get a hold of that information? What if you end up on TMZ? You don't want that. even deal with OLoPP memeing you, and she doesn't even have like 1,000 subscribers, girl. So why are you trying to be Madonna's cousin for? Cut it out. So, I just want to read this one part again. William is Willard's middle name. Selena. Why? Why, Selena? William does not begin with A. A is not for William, but B is for bitch, you're driving me fucking insane. All right. Okay. And you don't want to get to C because that's the C word. And that's when I get real mad. Okay. This is his fucking grave. Girl. It was Willard, not William. Willard A. Fortin. Born in 1903, died in 1959. Madonna's maternal grandfather. Okay. This is it. This is him. This is the one. This is the memorial. I think they got his name right. Pretty sure his family did it, you know. So, are you going to tell me that they just like accidentally carved the wrong initial as his middle name? Or did they get his middle name wrong on here? Or am I a complete moron and William begins with A? Girl, you should have just been like, you know what? You're right. I'm dumb and I said the wrong name because I am lying. You guys caught me. Very good. You told me under my video about you that I did good research and I thanked you for that. I was like, thank you. So I don't know why you would then tell me to Google this. You do great research, queen. Boy, did you ever find out that other people were talking about me before OLoPP when I tried to blame everything on OLoPP that's ever happened to me before. Oh, and by the way, I'm related to a guy named William Fortin. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's Willard William Fortin. Oh, shit. It's an A. Just admit it. Just be like, I fucked it up. You know, you guys are right. I really, really, like, fucked up. You know, I got carried away when I saw that Ancestry.com. I really want to be a creator out here and make the big bucks and get all the attention for my dolls because I don't work for Mattel out of my mom's second bedroom. Okay. She has 69 videos. Right? I find it creepy how she messaged Madonna's family when her brother died, then posted it on TikTok. And this is what I'm saying. She's gone full-fledged, like, I am related to Madonna, I promise. Look at me go. Everybody, I'm her cousin. Pay attention to me. Blah, 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 blah. And then when people look into it and they're like, she's wrong about Madonna's family and shit, and there's no way. And, like, ask her for proof. And then that's the proof she provides, what she provided me with last night. Can you blame people for thinking she's lying? And I don't know if anyone else has dug into it as deeply as I have with, like, the whole, like family tree and everything. But at this point, Selena, now everybody knows for a fact that you're lying. You can't say that you're not lying. People are going to make fun of you for getting his name wrong to claim that you're related to Madonna. Okay? I need you to stop, Selena. Selena. Please. Please. Don't do this anymore. I can't. I cannot take any more embarrassment. I literally am watching you doing all this and saying all this now. And I am very embarrassed. I am so embarrassed for you. You look like an absolute fucking clown. And I need you to stop. Alright? This is not my circus and not my monkeys. But when you're out here claiming to be related to Madonna, dropping her Canadian family out here, like you're related to them, going around screaming about how you called the cops and the FBI on people and that you're related to them too. All right? You literally said that you're related to someone in the FBI, and then you turned around and said you're related to the cops at the police station, and they're gonna make sure that OLoPP gets charged with homicide, which is fucking murder, Selena. Selena, she didn't murder anybody. Like, you're fucking insane. You need to stop. What is her channel name? Her channel name is, put it in the chat, Selena's Glamorous Dolls. And the reason why I'm not linking it, okay, is because every time that I link a channel of the person that I'm covering, people go over there and write them comments, and then people blame me for it. Well, you linked it when you were talking about them, so it's your fault now that they're getting trolled. No, it's not. I am only responsible for myself. I'm sorry. I can barely be responsible for that at this point. But Selena, you gotta stop. You have to stop. Because although I didn't appreciate Roger Brown trying to come into the chat to again make everything about me, okay, sometimes it's just not about me, guys. At all. Whatsoever. At all. But the haters are always there to try to make every single thing about me, every single chat about me, every single stream about me that they can. Although I didn't appreciate them coming in and being all like, I say that I want the queen to fucking die all the time and she doesn't get upset. No, because I don't pay attention to you. I keep forgetting you exist. The one thing that Roger did do that was very interesting to me is he made a crack at her and asked her if she went by Veronica when she started trying to use the fact that she shared a middle name, which you said your middle name was Madonna, and the middle name that gets passed down to the family is Louise, not Madonna. Madonna was the first name of Madonna and her mother, as I showed you. So what Roger did do for us, though, is he made a crack at her. It was a very intelligent one. Sometimes he can be okay. When he's not trying to dox and swat you and fight your husband on his driveway. I don't know, it was weird. Hello, Chad. You're so pretty. I'm so glad you're here. Tell Sid we say hello. But what he did is he asked her if she went by Veronica. And she had no clue what he was fucking talking about, okay? She's literally like, no, like, that's not the middle name or the first name. Like, it's not at all Veronica. The reason why Roger asked her this, I hope it is anyway. Maybe I'm giving him too much credit. But this is why I think he asked him this. Let me know if I'm wrong, Roger. Or just take the credit for being more intelligent than you are. Like, I don't give a fuck. And that's because in the Catholic Church, you get confirmation. I've been baptized, had my first communion, first confession, did the confirmation, blah, 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 blah. And Madonna was confirmed in her Catholic Church in 1966. Yeah, she old. And she adopted Veronica as a confirmation name. I'm not sure if they do this anymore because I didn't have a confirmation name. I don't remember that at all. Mind you, I was like 17 or something. So like, why would I? I don't remember a lot from back then. I did a lot of drugs then. So basically, like, I figured that Roger was asking her that if her nickname was Veronica or if she went by Veronica for this reason. Because if you were somebody that was related to Madonna and such a fan of hers as Selena claims, right? You would think she would know that information. So it was very interesting to me that she acted like so surprised about it. She was like, Veronica? Like, no, that's not what I go by. I don't know, Archie. Like, it was very, very strange. I don't know where the Archie comment came. Sometimes I crack myself up, okay? So I just wanted to, before we end this torture, because I don't think any of us want to actually deal with this woman. Like, we just thought she was kind of goofy, saying that and then she, like, started calling the cops on people and shit, okay? Got a little crazy. I'm like, no, all this needs to end. I want to let you know that I have left out in the comment section below the websites in which all of this information is on. I wanted to, again, show you guys in real time the website that talks about her ancestry. I promise you that the people that actually came up with this was a Canadian professor from Montreal University who also is the author of A Dictionary of the Families of Quebec. Okay? And then there was his colleague from the US, Gail F. Moreau Desharnais. Okay, and that person was also specialized in like genealogy and stuff, like learning about ancestry and all that kind of thing. So the people that found this information about Madonna are very well educated, like they didn't get it wrong. And Madonna herself has been like, yes, that's my family, you know. She's never denied this. So this is, of course, where we got that. We get a whole ethnic breakdown of her ancestry, as you can see. And then here is where it shows that chart, where you can very clearly see it is Willard Fortin, and the name that gets passed down is Louise. 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 All right. So this is what I'm trying to say. She tried to say Madonna was the middle name that had been getting passed down in her, family. And that's just wrong. And when you give the wrong information, I don't know what you want me to do. I have also left you guys a link down below to this. Here is the actual website. It's findagrave.com. They keep track of all of the graves. And like I said, this family is kind of known in French Canadian history. So that's why it's easier to find information on them. You know what I mean? It's not only the fact that they're related to Madonna, which I'm sure helps, but they're also known in French Canadian history. So, obviously their gravesite has been, put up, documented, and all of that. So you can find that information. Whoa, that is smart. I read that and just assumed it was some deep level queen dig that I didn't understand. Yeah, I was hoping that was what it was about. I hope he did that so that I could bring this up today. Otherwise, I'm giving Roger too much credit, maybe. But that's the first thing I thought of when he did that and she acted that way was Madonna, has her confirmation name as Veronica. So, wouldn't you know that? But I didn't want to bring it up at that time because I was trying to, keep the cool, right? I still want her to apologize to everyone and then explain the Madonna thing in full without being interrupted. She couldn't even lie about being related to a C-list celebrity. She had to say she's a relative. And that's what I mean, right? It's like, dude, you literally picked the most famous person in the world, pretty much. And then claimed, it's just, and then you're like, why am I getting attention? I didn't want this attention. And I think you did want this attention. And I think you thought that if people thought you were related to Madonna, that, like I said, it would give you some kind of importance on here. Right? Because YouTube is very creative. It's all about people that do creative things. At least it used to be before the gay operas took over it in 2020. And so it makes sense that someone would think, hey, if I go on there and I claim to be, related to a famous person, I'll probably do a lot better than if I'm just me. I'm sure people have done things like that in the past where they claim to be related to someone famous. I don't understand it because to me, I always figure that my audience is highly intelligent and that they're going to check out things that I say. All right. Especially someone that had my whole life blasted out here all of a sudden one day because people researched me. So it's like, why would you come out here with a lie like that and then not expect people to check into it? I'm always assuming everyone's double and triple checking everything I talk about. So I guess maybe I just don't understand why she's so surprised. You had to know that you were going to get some kind of pushback. Even I knew I would get pushback out here just for speaking out about fucking MLMs, for fuck's sakes. So it's like you come out here claiming you're related to Madonna and you want people to buy your dolls. They're going to raise an eyebrow. I don't know why you would have expected anything different. Freddie says, that's my family. None of us claim that bitch Selena, though. Well, the funny thing is that she kind of infers last night, even, that they don't want her to publicly claim any of them. And I was kind of like, because I asked her if, would Madonna be okay with you, like, telling everyone you're related to her and acting the way that you have? And she was like, no. I was like, okay, so then you are aware that this is ridiculous then. So Selena, sweetheart, I just need you to stop that. If you can just come out, tell us, be honest, be like, yeah, I made it up. I'm sorry. I really want to be a doll painter, and I was hoping that would help push me up to the top of that. I don't know the fucking doll community and what people do over there, or how the hierarchy goes of doll painters or anything. But, she obviously was using this for fame in some way. And I do feel like a lot of it was to get her business going as someone that literally studies businesses on here, I don't know how else to put it. I feel like she also lies about working for Mattel. You would be going into an office. You never do that. I don't understand. You just go to conventions and then drive around with your mom and then sit in your room and bitch about haters, calling the cops on people who are painting dolls that are naked. Which that alone, painting naked dolls is probably alone enough to get you some people going, what the fuck is this? Okay? Put clothes on the damn dolls. No, Joe, unfortunately, not the type of dolls that we could send to Tragic and Dark Ninja and Niklo and Suit and RSN to make them happy and get off our backs. Unfortunately, not those kind. Literal Barbie dolls. And I don't know the legalities of it. I've said this before, so I don't know if it's legal to take things, repaint them, and then claim them as your own. That sounds a little sus to me. I'm just saying. So I'm also just going to put that out there again. But that's basically all I wanted to say. I hope you guys had some fun with this. She isn't Madonna's 4th cousin, 5th cousin, 10th cousin, 2nd cousin, 1st cousin. She doesn't even know Madonna's nickname, family tree properly, or anything. Catering to the lolly weirdos, maybe? That's what they're doing. She's live now, and her chat is all validating her, saying she knows her truth. I feel like a lot of them are trolls. I honestly started to wonder if some of them were trolls, and they just like her being this lol cow or doll cow that freaks out about things and then paints dolls and claims she's related to Madonna. Otherwise, they're all on the same drugs, and I would like to know what that is because I want to ensure I'm never prescribed it. I don't know what's going on. I'm kind of I don't know what they're doing over there. It's very strange. And the fact that not one of them is questioning her or asking for proof. Doll cow is totally OLoPP's word. I am not taking credit for it at all. OLoPP has put it in her videos. I thought it was cute because she does her dolls. And she's definitely a cow. And she doesn't like LOL cow, as she calls it. So maybe that one's nicer. I don't know. Probably not to her. That's probably why she called the cops on you, OLoPP. But, yeah, you just gotta stop, Selena. You have to understand that if you're out here claiming these extravagant things about yourself and being all eccentric out here, that is exactly how you become an LOL cow, as you call it, and then have people making fun of you and memeing you and all that. Please come out here and just admit that you wanted to get some attention, you wanted to get some fame, and then just move on with your life, and go and paint your dolls in peace. I want to thank everybody for being here today. I appreciate all of you. Be sure to like the stream, and damn it, I forgot to ask you to donate 500 times because allegedly I'm the biggest grifter on here in all the land. So make sure you donate. I don't care. I'm not here for money. But that was fun. I had to get this off my chest, Selena. You've been driving me nuts for a whole 24 hours now. You didn't even leave that video up for a full 24 hours, so I'm mad. Whatever OLoPP said, and I hope that you all have a fabulous, fabulous rest of your evening. Take care. And I have one more Carly video coming out. I have a video about Shani coming out. Hopefully, I'm hoping for Friday night. Might be Saturday, though. Again, this depends on my personal life, mainly. And I also have a video on the psychic twins, a deep dive on them coming out, and some other magical things up my sleeve for in future. So please do subscribe, share me around, whatever, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Mwah! Bye! And Selena, just fucking cut the crap, okay?
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Let's go. I'm about to go off like a weapon. Fuel to the top, got a filled up engine. In my thoughts, obsession. I will not stop, no, I'm never second guessing. I got a God complex. Haters love to hate, but I never feel pressed. Got a lot on my plate, but I never get stressed. I'll take all the pressure like I'm acing this test. Oh, tear it up like I'm Jason. I see the world like it's ready for the taking. I see this place like a game I'm playing. Straight to the bank to collect my payments. No negotiations, it's my way, I was born impatient. And like a damn Freemason, I'll run this nation.
They call me a god.